This video is going to be about the Cainite connection to the Nazarite laws. The Nazarite laws can be found in Numbers chapter 6. A Nazarite is a person who takes on the Nazarite vow, which is a period of discipline for at least 1 month, where he doesn't cut his hair and he doesn't drink any wine. That's the gist of it. I'm going to show how this is connected to the Ark of Noah, the sons of Noah, the Rechabites, therefore the Kenites, and even the current day Druze who claim to be descendants of Jethro. And so Jethro is their main prophet, and we'll show that strangely they're connected. There's a connection in the number values that connects them to these laws and Jethro through the Rechabites. So here we have, these are the laws of the Nazarite. Here it is. Exists one time in the Torah, that whole phrase. These are the laws of the Nazarite. You see it there. And then here we have the same thing. These are the laws of the Nazarite, and we see that they are a perfect match in number value to Shem and Ham and Japheth. This is Shem and Ham and Japheth in Genesis 5 and 6. These are the sons of Noah. These are the names of the sons of Noah, which makes me think about how they would have been living on the ark. It's not so crazy to think about the possibility that the Nazarite laws may have their roots in the Ark of Noah and with the sons of Noah. They would have essentially been living like Nazarites during their time on the ark. We know that there was no sexual activity going on, and they weren't drinking any wine. It's unlikely that they were cutting their hair, and because of their environment and the amount of work that needed to be done, and why would you care about how your hair looks? What was the thing that Noah did that led to a kind of a shameful incident? He went out and planted a vineyard. So we know that the Nazarite does not drink wine, but when Noah gets out of the ark, he plants a vineyard, made wine, and got drunk. So that throws that whole incident, or gives it a whole nother level or angle to think about it. And here we'll show the Rechabites and the Bnei Noah, who we know are related to the Kenites. And as we saw earlier, the Rechabites have a covenant with God through Jeremiah that is established specifically because they were told to abstain from wine, and they did. So, Jonadab demands that the Rechabites abstain from wine, don't cut their hair, and don't live in cities. They live in tents. Which is also interesting because the Bnei Noah, obviously, while they were in the ark, weren't living in cities or houses even for a whole year. And it says that Japheth and Shem, well, Shem specifically was hanging out in tents, and Japheth was there with him. Israel is rebuked for not obeying, as well as the Rechabites, who only had to be told once. We'll see more of this coming up later, but I just want to show you the connection to the Druze. Okay. So, wrong way. Okay, so here we have it again. These are the laws of the Nazarite, and we see Shem and Ham and Japheth. Interesting, if you take Rechabites, Rechabim, and you punch it in at the top. So this is the word for Rechabites. Rechabim is a match for the Nazir, the Netzir, the Nazarite from Numbers chapter 6. Here it is again. So Rechabites is a match for the Nazarite. That actually makes perfect sense. Okay. Next one. Now here's where the connection to the Druze gets a little interesting. If you take, this is the word for the Druze. This is the plural form, so you're talking about the Druze, Druzim. I got this from probably from their Wikipedia or something. This is what they're called in Hebrew. So if you take the Hebrew word for Druze, which doesn't exist in the Torah, obviously, but you can still use it, punch it in, and it shows up as a match for Netzir, Nazarite. So the plural form of Druze is a match for Nazarite. That's also appropriate. And then we have here just kind of an interesting little coincidence. If you take Druze, so singular Druze, it's a match for Ha-Rechab. Very cool. And we know that the Druze also don't drink wine. And they're a very mysterious religious group. Very small and mysterious. And then this is just a kind of a side coincidence. If you take the Rechabites, which is this, it's a match for and the elders of Midian. So we showed earlier that there's a connection between the Cainites and the elders. And, of course, there's a connection to Midian. So it makes perfect sense. Kenites, Rechabites, elders of Midian. I'll have more on this topic later because it's quite deep and interesting. But this is just to let you know that there is some not only connection in the written and oral and commentary, but also in the Gematria. And this is something I've never heard anybody talk about, but it does seem plausible that the root of the Nazarite laws comes from the Ark of Noah and the sons of Noah. Thank you.